You need salt, the base, the color, perfume, thickener, and the booster. The booster looks like small rice, yeah, which we will soak in water. So now we add the salt, the base, and the thickener. We put the three together in a bowl or bucket, whichever place that you feel comfortable. And we start mixing the three together. We mix it well so that it will all blend together before we start adding water. As we add water, we stir and continue to add water. You need a lot of stirring. As you add water, you stir. But you have to add the water bit by bit. You can't just add all at once. And it will be good to stir in one particular direction. If you are going right, you go right. If you are going left, you go left throughout the process. Yeah. So you see that we continue to add water little by little while we stir. As you continue to stir, you see the items that we added together, which is the three items. It will start to melt, and as it dissolves, we start to feel the thickness. So the more water you keep adding, you start to feel the thickness. Remember the booster that we dissolved in water. So now is the time to add the booster. And it has fully dissolved. After adding the booster, we continue to stir. It also adds some sort of thickness to it. So we add additional water. And continue to stir. At this point, we've gotten the thickness that we want. Almost done. So here is the color, and the color is green. So to mix the color with the soup, you just fetch a little, mix the color with it before we mix it with the one in the bucket. You can also add the color directly to it, provided you've soaked it in water. But I prefer to fetch some of the liquid soup, mix the color with it before mixing it with the one in the bucket. Now everything is coming on together. The color wasn't enough, so I decided to mix another one and add it to it. Everything is now blending in beautifully. I still feel like the color isn't enough. So I decided to add a little, but this time direct, just to show you that you can make it this way, or the first way that I did it. Whichever way you choose to make it, just don't add the color in its dry form or powdered form. Now it's time to add the perfume. The perfume to, you don't need to add all together. I mean, you don't need to put everything in there, unless of course you've been doing it and you know the quantity that you need for it. If not, you have to be adding it little by little till you get the level of scent you want or smell. Now our liquid soap is done, and that's the next day after it has cooled down. So you have to leave it overnight. And when you leave it overnight, the color deepens. So it's not always good to make the color too deep, because after 24 hours, the color will deepen a little more. So this is our final liquid soap. You just pour it into a new bowl.